Hey everybody. Uh, so we finished our feature film, Place of Shadows, and now it's kind of doing its little theater run. It's right now we got two theaters locked down, two showings at a theater locked down, and it's we're hoping to see how exactly it goes because there's supposed to be some people from the film commission that are also going to be there that we just learned about, which is ultimately going to be something that could help us out as far as distribution goes. I've been trying to figure out the whole film hub and self-distribution type aggregators and whatnot, and so far I haven't had any luck. As far as that side of things, I can make movies all day long, get things going and get it fully finished and packaged. But as far as the business side of things, that's where I tend to fall short. So I've been kind of like reaching out and trying to get some understanding about it. If all else fails, anybody that follows me or that wants to watch the movie, we're going to have it available for to view on our Patreon. Of course, there's a monthly fee, but you could watch it for as low as $1 a month with our lowest tier fee. If you want to give a little bit more, then you can, but it's not required. I'm not going to sit there and try to get you to pay like a Disney price or a Netflix price for something of mine and stuff. I basically I look at it as extra income that we could use towards creating films and being able to give individual jobs here in the East Texas area. So, with that being said, if after the May 6th and 7th showing, shortly after, like maybe a week or so after, we're going to be posting A Place of Shadows on our Patreon. So everybody that wants to see it can. If you've been following this channel, you know that we've been working on this film for quite a while. 2018, we basically kicked it off and started filming, and basically it originally was supposed to be it was all supposed to take place just at Roxall Trails, and that's the reason why it was originally titled Roxall. So with that, we went through the entire 3-day shoot where we shot 3 days back to back, had like the drone pilot come out and shoot one day, and we were doing multiple scenes on that one day, and then we had the other individuals that were coming from Louisiana and Athens and stuff coming in, and then they were shooting with us, and some people we only had for one day, other ones we had for multiples, and we managed to finish the section of the Roxall Trail and the murders and everything like that, but when it came down to it, it wasn't a full feature. If anything, there was some things that I didn't really like when it was cut down and stuff. It came out to about 45 minutes in length, and that's how it was released onto YouTube, was 45 minutes long. And so I wanted to kind of like bump it back up into that feature areas of at least an hour or up. And so I was wanting to put it into motion to start filming for the remainders. And this was in like 2019 when we decided to do this. And because of that, I started putting it into motion. It was like about mid 2019, and of course everybody knows how 2020 went. Basically
this shit's all the way to fucking Roxall. Seriously, there's no service.
part one of our film was filmed in 3 days. We had a professional drone pilot by the name of Joe Shannon White, who owns a company called iDrone. He was a friend of my father's back whenever my father was in the oil field. We also had 2 PAs. We managed to film the first half of the movie ahead of schedule and ahead of planning. We then, of course, filming part 2 November 17th and 18th of 2018. And after doing the production right, I couldn't believe that I hadn't been doing this all along. I had fun creating this film, and after it was finished, I knew everything would change after that.
Like, you want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
We'll wait for that big old truck to pass by because it's making a lot of noise. I'm not listening to this shit. It's all the way to fucking Rocksaw. Don't you have something else to listen to? It's a little bit, I don't know, softer?
You looked at the
I know. You're just looking there, you're like...
This is Kaylee. She's our headache of the film. And off the scenes.
And I'm also the funniest.
Oh, she got jokes. Done it for days. We got our donuts set up. All the different equipment and stuff. And then we got our media set up back here on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, do it. It wasn't even synchronized. Y'all are fucking horrible.
You gotta do it like synchronized. Ready? 1, 2, 3, what?
You gotta do something interesting though. Like you gotta blow a balloon.
You gotta blow a balloon. Was that interesting? Oh, did you start recording?
Yeah.
What's up?
It just takes a lot more, I feel like.
Probably about like by that tree. By that little cutoff.
About the little cutoff tree with this tree. Wait until he's out there.
But this little cutoff tree, because this tree doesn't really give me a good
That first one right there. Well, that's good. Now we head back.
I need the fishing pole.
Cut. Alright.
On. Action. Damn, that was so... Action. It's just difficult to know what's interesting. I'm just gonna keep it going for like a few minutes at a time. What are we doing? I just want to find somewhere to sit down.
I actually owe you one.
Oh man, first thoughts was, do I really want to do this? Because I've never acted before. I've acted in one other thing that Cody did, and it didn't really even see the light of day. And I was nervous, truth be told. But when he told me the plot line and all of that stuff and the script, I was all in, and I don't ever want to look back. I don't have any regrets.
Now, how would you say the development of your character throughout the entire piece was? Were you happy with the development of your character?
I was ecstatic, and I still am, about the development of the character. My character is a very expendable character in most other mediums. Uh, it's just a cop that's trying to catch somebody. I mean, they had that in freaking Psycho, and the cop dies. And you could have just done that with my character, but you didn't. You gave him actual strengths and weaknesses, and this movie isn't even about a serial killer anymore. It's about a cop chasing a cult, and it's awesome. I love it. I love being a part of this.
And just go ahead and tell the camera your name and yeah, just your name and your business on the film.
My name is Matthew Kogar. I play Andrew J. Roth, who's a detective in the film.
All right, and now whenever you began this project, did you ever think that it would actually get theater play?
The closest thing to theater play I thought this would get would be to rent out a building and have some friends with some chairs and some burgers. That's it.
That is actually sounds like a pretty good time.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm down for some burgers.
But yeah, it was like now you get to experience it. Like coming up in the next month, the film is going to be packaged up. It's going to be released, or well, not released technically to the public. We're still going to be finding distribution and everything, but you get to have the whole like screening process. You get to sit there and watch an actual audience or whatever react to the movie as it's playing. How's that make you feel?
Half nervous, because I don't have that much confidence in myself. When Cody brought me onto this, I almost said no, but I love doing it. Even if I'm awful, I'll get better. It's just experience. You get better. So half nervous, but also half excited as hell, because I've always wanted to be an actor, and I've always wanted to have these experiences, and Cody's made it possible for me. So.
Well, then shortly after I ended up getting some other projects that ended up coming to came down the chain that ended up kind of putting a kink in that because it was look for paying jobs or do this job. And so throughout the entirety of the filming there was a lot of things that ended up happening, and with that we eventually got back on track to finish A Place of Shadows, and that was this year, which was 2023. So since 2018 to 2023, we've been basically sculpting this like film to be finished. And finally we got it, so I consider this to actually be my first official film. This is the first official film that I would consider something that I put my heart and soul kind of like into. And now I do have to admit it's not perfect, but whose first film is, so in that retrospect I have to look back on it and say that there are a lot of shots that really surprised me, a lot of scenes that I feel are very intense and very well acted, very well directed, very well executed, and I feel like we did a very, very stand-up job, most especially for it being a feature that was made for only $7,000. Great thing about mobile filmmaking is, I went on like a little family trip thing with my wife, my daughter. We went to Texarkana, and it just so happens a place that we normally stay at, where her grandmother lives and whatnot. They normally have us stay in like an RV or something like that, but they recently have outfitted like a little like temporary staying home type thing. And I went ahead and asked and said, hey, if it's okay with you, can I film here, film? And they're all for it because they like the fact that I guess I film or whatnot and stuff. And they said yeah, and gave it a green light. So now this has become a location in one of my movies, and it just came from asking. Didn't have to pay anything extra, nothing like that. And so now I get to kind of like move forward with the scene that I thought I was originally gonna have to spend like $200 to $400 on, and now I'm gonna be able to do it for free. So this is the trouble with filmmaking. I got Mr. Goose over here, or yeah, just being a fucking nuisance. Yeah, we hear ya. We hear ya. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Basically, every time I go to speak, that happens. It's such an interesting thing for... Hey. You see this car right here? All it needs is a... Yeah. That's exactly what it needs. Thanks for the tuning in. On set of A Place of Shadows, and I'm right now outside of my trailer and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun day on set. We're gonna be shooting a whole lot of content. I don't think I'm not thinking superhero. I'm thinking more like supervillain.
You haven't seen the bodysuit. Bodysuit, then I have spandex shorts on top of it.
Get them set up. Oh, that is perfect. I was like, with Leland being taller than Bree, whatever, it really sets like a, right where you're at, Bree, right there, yeah. And then Leland, you're perfect. I like the way that your pieces are flowing in the wind. And with that, I'm going to go into more detail on how we ended up completing the $7,000 feature.